Hello friends and potential friends. Well, today is February 18th, I believe. It's about 11:30 in the morning. We're on the way back up to another warm spell. Now I figured I'd come out here and take a walk around the garden and do kind of a final or semi-final assessment. What made it through the freeze and what didn't. Been a couple of weeks since the last really hard freeze, almost 2 weeks. So everything's had time to settle down a little bit. And I'm noticing right off the bat, looks like I finally figured out how to kill a pencil cactus. That one's been laying in that pot for years. Hardly any soil in there. I never water it or anything. Now it looks like the cold has gotten to it. Some of the pineapples up here are not in the best of shape. And there are a few out in the yard too that don't look very good. Not to mention that prickly pear cactus there. It took a hit, but I'm sure it's going to come back. It's real hard to kill those cactuses. Hi, Pally. You trying to get stepped on? Oh. Ginger and turmeric haven't come up yet. The lettuce tower is still kind of hanging in there. Not really growing, but not really dying. The dragon tree looks pitiful, but it's been through that before. It'll probably come back from the roots at some point. Cabbage collards and kale, they're still doing fine. It doesn't look good for this staghorn fern, but I'm going to leave it there and see if it can recover. Some of the aloe is okay. A lot of it is mush. But there'll be enough there to get it going again. Elderberry does look good. This pineapple looks good, but that one over there looks kind of yellow. So we shall have to see what happens there. I pulled up all the peppers here, and because I got some more sprouting in the lab that I'm going to have to plant pretty soon. I pulled up these Roma tomatoes. They were all toast. Carrots are doing good. Mishihili Asian cabbage is still trying to make seeds. These other cabbages are not doing much, but they're still growing. So, oh, we got pollinators already. You know, we got emergency vehicles too. Yep. Most of these lettuces and cabbage and broccoli and stuff they're growing. Some of them are starting to bolt now. The other batch of carrots, and that's the Napa cabbage, and it's finally starting to grow, it looks like. Got potatoes popping up over here. And I found some more potatoes starting to sprout in the kitchen last week, so I stuck them in this end down here. They're not popping up yet. Now this tomato bed looks pretty pitiful, but believe it or not, some of those things tried to come back. You can see a little bit of green down there in the middle. Some of them even had some leaves on them, but I'm going to go ahead and take this bed apart, get it cleaned up and amended, because this is where I expect to be planting sweet potato slips pretty soon. And then finally, the tomato bed that I managed to keep alive, and it was well worth keeping it alive, because things are starting to ripen all over the place in there now. There's some Praxis cherry tomatoes there. There's some, I think those are beefsteaks on the other side. We'll walk around there in a minute. A lot more Praxis. And there's a couple that are ready to come off right now. I could be eating those. And that one is either a Brandywine or a beefsteak. Now, to be fair, it's got a mark in the bottom of it. I don't know whether that's bug damage or just the way those things grow. But I got ripening tomatoes all over the place in here. And I'm looking forward to a tomato sandwich. I have to figure out how I can eat it. And then here's some more of the pineapples that aren't looking real good. So I may have lost those ones. Let's go see what's going on in the back. I did mention the shampoo ginger. I'm not worried about that. That grows on its own and it'll come back in the spring. The lemongrass has still got some green in it. The gardenia got a lot of brown. Those leaves will fall off and hopefully that will come back and put on new growth pretty soon. And then one thing that worries me, this is my Florida avocado. It was nice and green the day or two after the freeze. Then it started turning brown. So all I can do is hope that it will come back. We shall see. Hello, Rocky. How you doing? It's okay, you don't have to run from me. Let's see, pineapples out here. Well, first, the loquat back there looks fine. The Meyer lemon looks fine. Pineapples down here, some of them took a hit. Others look good. I'll still have some pineapples regardless. Now this is the little Mexican avocado, and it does have some brown spots on the leaves, but it also still has some leaves that are still green. So that should be a good sign. My Ponderosa lemon looks like all of its leaves are going to drop. And then the mulberry, yeah, that one doesn't have any leaves on it either. I didn't expect that. That thing hasn't had any leaves on it for a month or two. And that's where we're at right at the moment. Some things made it, some things didn't. Some things I'm just still waiting to see. But while I'm waiting, I'm also keeping myself occupied by planting more seeds. Over here in the left-hand side, I've got a tray of dirt with sweet potatoes in it to grow sweet potato slips. Those are the tubers that I grew last year that originated in my sweet potato from seed experiment. Got a little bit of catgrass for mamba. And then I planted some broadleaf sage, some thyme, some lemon balm. Got 2 different kinds of asparagus seeds planted back there that I hope to add to the patient's garden. Megatron jalapeno seeds and shishito peppers, which I noticed they're starting to pop up today. So they'll be going out in the pepper bed pretty soon. And there's the catnip that Mamba discovered. I managed to keep some of it growing well enough to stay ahead of him. And I planted another tray of it just in case. And then my 2 Praxis tomato plants that I've got in here. Those are the ones that gave me my first tomato this year. But that's where we're at right now. I'll be planting more seeds. In fact, I just got an order from M.I. Gardener that showed up yesterday. So I'll be putting some of them in the ground. Pretty soon I'll have this whole thing filled up with yogurt cups. and then we'll see what happens. Hope you enjoyed the little tour. Some things look good, some things look not so good, but that's gardening. I'll see y'all next time.